Monster Prom. We're going to be doing the second time. Going to be giving just a minute while I get things shared around here really quickly. So we're straight at the hour. And thank you guys for coming to the show. I'm no idea if there's going to be much of anything special. Just going to be doing another playthrough of it. Just casual, chill stream like I've been doing recently. Alrighty, so with that, we're going to go ahead and get started today. And the infamous loading screen of death. Yeah, it's just me. We're still doing first term. Haven't seen enough to feel like going on to second term yet. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid. But always willing to live life to the fullest. Wild journey to discover who we really were. This one's me. And we're going with Adric just for the general casual name that I like to go with for these types of games. Sure thing. We had to experience the ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Wow, I am tongue-tied today. I am so sorry, guys. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Pollygeist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them. But who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Alrighty, welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. School's outdated and lame. We need a new school subject ASAP. Turning people into your puppets through emotional warfare and deception 101. Critical thought. I mean, damn, this country could really use a subject like that in schools. How to correctly punch a crocodile without terrible consequences. I think critical thought because we realistically do need a lot of that. So smart. You get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on the most influential Russian novelists of the 19th century have gone nuts. They don't remember anything about last night, and now they can't find the manuscript of the brothers Karmanov, and Dostrovsky has to deliver it today. Two cool guys walking away from rad explosions, and they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a fuck about the explosions. They reflect on life and love, but it's super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions. Something about superheroes, but with a love triangle between a beautiful yet somewhat relatable girl, maybe she's always stating she's a mess, and two of these super hot superheroes, which are also like vampires or pirates or both. Instant hit. Let's see. We're gonna go with this one. Superheroes, love triangles, that boring stuff. Wealthy. What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? The person is mediocre. The person hates the outdoors. The person lacks manners. The person lacks tastes. The person is boring, or the person is a coward. I'm thinking we're gonna go with the person is... Person lacks taste. Oh boy, looks like we're going after Liam potentially. This is gonna be fun. Hadn't intended on going after the hipster. I was actually potentially gonna look at going after the wealthy one, but oh well. We'll see how our cards go. And now, the loading screen of death. Not sure what else to do during this loading screen of death. It kind of just takes its time and does whatever it can do. But you know, when your computer's kind of slow, you just kind of have to deal with it. And you know, what can you do really? The loading screen's got to do what it's got to do. If it doesn't do the loading screen, you're not going to ever have a game to play. And then that'd just be boring. There we are. Alright, week 1, morning ones. Let's see, our stats. Smarts and money are our top stat with fun right below hand, and then charm, creativity, and boldness all averaging out at 4 with them each other. Let's see. We're fairly smart right now, so I think we're good on that. Could use a little bit more money potentially. Creativity is also something I feel like would be good to get a little bit more of. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as if the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. After that, you engage in a deadly match of truth or dare or death with Polly, and that would be a super interesting event to cover. But then the two of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in an intense conversation, and that's bound to be much more interesting.
Hiya!
Hey babes, we're making quite a noise, and I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up? Hey you two. Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. You see, we wanted to start our own school club. You know, an intellectually rewarding extracurricular that enriches our minds while probably not being mentioned ever again in the future, because continuity at this school seems to be a bit random. Noise! Let's do it. You know my favorite thing in the world. Drugs. Sexual activities? Noise. No, dummies. That's that too, but I mean chess and the Russian literature. Stop threatening me as if I were two-dimensional. Stop treating me as if I were two-dimensional. Let's start a literature club. Huh. I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club? We wrote deep poems and made new friends? No, the other thing.
Whoa!
Ah, fuck yes, that's right. So weird I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know. Anyway, thing is, Miranda and I were already between two ideas. We proposed to start the club.
So authentic.
A delightful meta club where we enjoy ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs.
Da, 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 da.
Boring. I proposed the Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club, a club where we would spend our nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies. Whoa, you two really know how to sound two-dimensional. But in any case, can't you both just do your own clubs? No! Our lives are fueled by the conflict and confrontation that can only be solved by choosing between two options. That's why we need you to choose which club is the best one, because Adric always seems to choose based on who he wants to ask to prom. So, which one should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes ponies. Tough choice. Mostly because I'm, like, super drunk right now. A tough choice indeed. It is your opportunity to convince Polly of one of these options, because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom. I mean, the pony one is at night, so technically counts as a nightclub. The best club is clearly the club because, and then throw some confetti. You know, even though I lined up with Liam here right now, I think I'm gonna try for Miranda. I like the pony idea better, and also that Daisy, not Daisy dress is extremely cute.
Yes!
Oh, good point, Adric. I do like nightclubs. You do realize how it would be nothing like an actual nightclub, right? Are you sure? Have you been to this Little Pony Sweet Dreams nightclub? No, but less butts and more butts. Boo! Pony butts!
How majestic.
Ponies have majestic buttocks indeed.
Huh.
Whoa, now I need to see it myself. I hope they know how to shake those pony asses. I have no idea what's happening.
Huzzah!
The only thing I understood is that my proposal has won. That's the only thing that matters. Huzzah! Adric, it might be true that you only make choices based on who you want to have at prom, but if that's true, you're off to a good start. Fuck yeah, I can't wait to tell rad bedtime stories to ponies alongside Miranda. Meanwhile, you gain +2 charm and +1 smarts. I feel like I'm being called out by the fact that I make choices based on who I want to take to prom. But also just...
Alright!
Club just doesn't sound interesting. Oh boy, which coven's over here with Miranda and Polly? You arrive at your table to find the coven eating and Polly and Miranda screaming. We're under attack! Alarm! Alarm! Summon the guards! They're using their bizarre mind powers on me. The cute tall one is my less attractive evil twin. She uses shades just like me, clearly because the evil twin thing. We're not attacking anyone. We're eating. What do you mean less attractive?
Disgraceful.
Lies, subterfuge. I can feel them in my brain, making me less cool and sexy.
Always the same with you.
Every single lunch hour. You can't allow your friends to be attacked. Quick, save them from this fiendish menace. Joust them in Miranda's honor, or drug their food. We're gonna joust. You slap a colander on your head, a baking sheet on your chest, and a jousting lance under your arm. My hero, charge! Vanquish the invaders!
We're out.
Whoa, hey, we don't want any trouble. We'll just move over there.
My knight in shiny armor.
She sounds so cute. Victory! The day is saved. Oh, valiantly fought, noble champion.
Huh?
Whoa, did those 3 disintegrate into a pile of turtles? Or am I just super high? You think that question pretty much answers itself.
Alright!
Alrighty, week 1, evening 1. Let's see, what is the best course of action for here? Could use some more money, just because buying something's probably a good idea. Don't know what, but buying something's probably a good idea. But also, I feel like for Miranda, I definitely need some charm, so we're gonna go get me some charm. Okay, that day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You see Miranda and Vera chatting away, their eyes gleaming the gleam of scheming.
Hey, you.
Crowd surf isn't doing nearly as well as I thought it would. Oh, if it isn't Adric.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Would you like to be a customer? Once upon a time, surfs with only for the rich and fabulous.
Da 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 da.
Like Vera and myself. But now, thanks to our app, Crowd Surfs, you too can have your very own crowd-funded surf. The app is being The app is being generously funded by my royal family, who wishes for everyone to experience the joys of royalty and get richer off it. I think our business might be failing because the serfs are simply not high enough quality to maintain customer interest. The serfs need to have more enthusiasm for their jobs. We need to recruit them from the right locations. Don't be absurd. There's one thing that being royalty has taught me, and there's definitely more than one, is that you can trick anyone into doing anything as long as you give them the right incentives. But why not start with the easily manipulated in the first place? Adric, what do you think? Vera's right. Why not recruit people who want to be bossed around at a leather daddy convention? Miranda has a point. Everyone wants to win. Host an unpaid labor competition where the prize is doing more unpaid labor. That's mean, and I love it. Oh, what a delightful idea. It's true that for those who are not born to fame, gaining it or watching others gain it is a favorite pastime. I'll have my press agent advise it as the hottest competition since Monstropolis' next top terror. And so, who wants to be an unpaid laborer is born. People compete their hardest at various demeaning tasks, and the winner gets to continue to perform them as a serf.
My knight in shiny armor.
There you are, my most loyal of subjects. It seems everyone is caught up in surf mania. Several new spin-offs have been ordered, including Unpaid Labor with the Stars and The Real Serfs of Monstropolis. Magazine covers are now featuring the 100 hottest serfs, and have a waiting list the size of Miranda's ego. That's the Kraken calling the octopus tentacled, but whatever. Our business is making me even richer and more notable than I was before. And it's all thanks to you. You may be a peasant, Adric, but in my eyes...
Don't miss me!
You're a slightly less filthy peasant. You never thought you'd hear Miranda say such things. She must really like you. Miranda and Vera give you a cut of their successes, earning you +2 money and +1 charm. Hey, welcome to the stream, guys. Just doing some casual Monster Prom. We are currently on a Miranda attempt. Seems to be going good so far. Let's see. Boldness. I don't really think we're going to need very much boldness to get Miranda wooed. However, let's see. No, because I'm going to need more money for most of the stuff in the gym. Let's get a little more creative. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forgot your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. And it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the pantheons of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain +2 creativity. Man, just call me out like this game. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. It feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her merman goons.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be Queen of Prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that Prom Queen is purely a ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts? Let's convince everyone that she likes humans. Or fart joke. That's not gonna go over well. Let's convince everyone that she likes humans. It doesn't take much to make someone look bad in this day and age. You, however, are monsters, and went for a total overkill. You hire a Chinese hacker to plant 10 years of pro bono work rescuing human babies from lawnmowers in Ursula's name. At recess, Dr. Bavilov of the Bavilov Institute appears out of nowhere and presents her with the Humanitarian Award. Yes, this will seriously harm her standing with the evil lawnmower creature contingent. That's an important voting block. They're the ones who keep the schoolyard so tidy. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. That gave me a little bit of bold. That's useful.
All right.
Okay. Let's keep it up with Miranda. You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda delightfully sorts her silverware. Neither of them are eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science. How hard can it be? It's just silverware. Just silverware? And I suppose the food in your food pick is just food? No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a post-postmodern industrialized mega-society. While my silverware is a metaphor for... Silverware? Yes, is that not enough? It's more than enough, but can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now and I don't want to lose it. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Try the picture fork. It's a fork for taking pictures. Nothing contains elegance and taste like a gloating spoon. Ah yes, the gloating spoon, the most distinguished of utensils. What's a gloating spoon? Well, of course you wouldn't know about it. Rude. No, I wasn't being rude. Rudeness is simply the way one must introduce a gloating spoon. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Well, of course you didn't. You're not as cultured as I am. Such smug posterity. I am no match for the spoon. Miranda produces the glorious spoon with much fanfare. It looks like a regular spoon to you, but then what would you know, you peasant? You convince Miranda to spend some time with you after lunch, lovingly explaining the spoon's finer points, even though spoons don't have points.
All right.
Okay, let's see. My fun's still a little low. Smarts and charm are both being good. Let's get some more money. Because I'm fairly certain I'm going to end up having to buy something. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Miranda, oblivious to everything that's happened, approaches you weeping.
Disgraceful!
Have you seen the news? The most dreadful thing has happened. The Lemurian monarchy has been overthrown. King Kraken no longer sits upon the throne of gold and baby skulls. Those filthy revolutionaries saying he stole their daughters and ate their sons and forced everyone to work for freeing the uranium mines. So he made a few shrewd financial decisions. That's no reason to dispose him. If some innocent kidnapping and slave labor was enough to get the peasants in an uproar, I shudder to think of my own kingdom. Do you think my people might resist being forced to hold up the corner of the palace where the foundation is crumbling? Do you think the 100% income tax and the random cannonballs we fire into the villages might be taken as something other than expressions of goodwill? Could this plague of civil unrest infect my own domain? Oh, perish the thought! I am inconsolable. Counsel me. How might I safeguard my kingdom against the fate of good King Kraken? Duh. Replace all your subjects with mindless robots. I built a robot army for a few months ago and I still have the plans. Give all your subjects belly rubs. Fishes love belly rubs. I feel like that one's insensitive and she's not going to like that one, but I feel like I'm not... I guess I am smart enough for the robots. This is fantastic! An army of good little robots to replace those pesky serfs. I bet they won't complain when we don't feed them for 2 weeks because we're having a party. And we'll finally be free to grind all our subjects up into paste and sell them as dolphin-safe tuna, like we've always wanted.
My knight in shiny armor.
Thank you. You have truly done a good deed today. You have serious doubts about the actual goodness of your deeds, but hey, that's why you drink. You gain +2 creativity and +1 money from tuna sales. Oh boy. Morning.
All right.
Okay. I am still not quite charming enough. To the gym! That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain +2 charm. Somebody puts a sack over your head and throws you in a car. You drive for hours before they let you out and take the sack off. It's clearly the first floor restroom. Miranda is sitting on a makeshift throne while her goons jump in and out of the toilet.
Greetings and salutations!
I'm glad you came. My prom queen campaign is moving on to the next stage. Your expertise is crucial for this part. Most of my inner circle are fish. Hardly helpful unless genetically engineered beyond recognition. Speaking of which, I need your help to sneak a 3-meter-tall, heavily armed cod assassin named Tresca into the school. No reason, but if you're friends with that singing harlot Ariel, you better say your goodbyes. Do nothing. Everyone at our school is some kind of bizarre monster. We need a diversion. Release the Kraken is not a good idea because that is another person. That is so true. As a matter of fact, I think we already have an enormous, heavily armed codfish at our school. Tresca can simply kill him and take his place. It's as Father always says, you can't make an omelet without severe collateral damage. This is some sort of plan Tresca should have been able to come up with on his own. He's the assassin after all. I almost had a lower class's job. Phew, you saved my dignity. Doing a cod's job is like 100 ranks beneath me, right next to being from Iceland. You've just averted the real crisis here. You gain +3 boldness. I'm getting more and more bold. I am almost worried I'm going to need bold for Miranda. But it's lunchtime.
All right.
Oh, Miranda. Hey, he's talking with Damien. As usual, Miranda sits... Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Let's see, thanks for the follow, FB Curtis 22. Always appreciate people wanting to stick around for more content. As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. So this is the one for killing people, right?
Disgraceful.
What? Good heavens, no! This is the butter dagger. It would be unseemly to use it on meat. So what then? Am I supposed to use this scrawny-looking knife to kill a dude? No. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk court silverware, after all. Nothing much. Just playing some Monster Prom and trying to woo Miranda. You know, the usual stuff. That tiny thing. I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age. That is usually how it is done in my kingdom, yes. That is our poison. That or poison. This is ridiculous. Yo, you there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? And don't say the fish knife. A spoon. Why do you need blades to kill people? The fish knife. I said not to, but you said it. I'll show you which knife is used for murder. Damien picks up the big scary knife he wants to use in the first place and lunges at you. You pick up the fish knife. Yes, defend my honor. Make sure to hold the knife with pinky extended. What? How did you disarm me? I'm normally the best at stabbing. Fuck me. I guess the fish knife really is the best for murder after all, huh? One must never doubt a princess in matters of silverware, my dear. Miranda is so impressed with your prowess in combat and silverware, she awards you her napkin as a token. Ah, that's unsanitary.
All right.
Alrighty. We're gonna go make some more money. And then probably hit up the shop come morning or lunch. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess nobody actually has any fucking idea how that really works. Anyway, you get +2 Bitcoin, which is equivalent to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. You catch Miranda monologuing about her problems to no one. She often does this. It's like she's accustomed to having a royal scribe following her everywhere she goes. Oh, whatever shall I do about my army? We haven't had a proper war in months, and the soldiers are becoming ever so anxious. I've tried sending the servants to give them tummy rubs, and even putting extra leaves and sticks in their cages, but they just kill the servants with the sticks. I never thought managing an entire branch of the military could be so challenging. How can I possibly keep my soldiers entertained? Hey, welcome to the stream. Divide them in half and make them fight in a practice war. 1,000 piranhas. My favorite character in the game... Oh man, that's actually a name I haven't heard in ages. Favorite character in the game for me? That's probably gonna be... Oh, that's a tough decision, actually. I think probably Polly at the moment, just because she's fun and bubbly. Yeah, probably Polly. At least I'm assuming you're asking me, because that's one of my old usernames I used to have, and I don't see anyone else in the chat, so... Yeah. Ah yes, a healthy live fire skirmish. I should have no trouble organizing such a thing. My lieutenants informed me that the soldiers bloodily hate each other. And as an extra bonus, anyone who dies during the practice will be guaranteed not to die in a real war. That ought to reduce war casualties significantly. It's as Father always says, any problem can be solved by dividing people into groups and making them kill each other. I never understood it until now, but these are such wise words. Miranda skips off to organize her little bloodbath. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts.
Alright.
Alrighty, let's see. Where are we gonna go today? Do I think I have enough money? I think I have enough money to go buy what I need to buy. Got 14. I know there are some things that require 15. We're gonna go to the library one more time, I think. And then we'll hit up the shop during lunch. You spend that day you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such blatant scams? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain +2 money. Later, you, Vera, and Miranda meet to prepare your case for the Ruthless Rhetoric class. Your scenario for the week: monsters finally rule the world, but puny humans still demand equal rights. How will you deal with such audacity? Ah, yeah, my YouTube channel's first video. That one... Oh, that was ages ago. I believe my first video that I put out over on YouTube was 7 years ago now. And it's like that was a major change from when I was originally doing videos over on YouTube to what I'm doing now. I mean, just going through the transitional period that I had with doing the first video I did with the Lantern Ring box opening, then doing like Pokemon and Magic pack openings, to where I'm doing music and gaming now. It's been a journey, that's for sure. But I'm glad you've checked out some of those original ones. They're not my best work, but they're there. They're how I got my start, at least. 14-hour workday, media censorship, start a fictional war. Ugh, that sounds like so much work. Can't we just throw money at them? Oh, or cake. I heard if you let them eat cake, they calm down. What about you? Do you have any ideas? You're not one of those group members who just lets everyone else do the work, are you? Just remember the 3 R's. Relocate, re-educate, reintegrate. Or reintegration. The problem is they're not happy, so let's repress them into happiness. That was a bad idea. Happy humans, why? 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 Ugh, not again. You broke Miranda. We've been over this. Never mention satisfied peasants to her. I'll have to carry this team. Again. Strip, you'll be the blood sacrifice. Oh boy. Vera uses your blood to bargain with the demon for the debate. You win. You lose -2 creativity, -1 boldness. Your dignity and possibly your soul? I didn't even know I had blood. I thought the repressed would be good.
Alright.
That sucks. Hey. Hey, no, I need to win back over some Miranda. But yeah, as you were saying before, Polly is a very interesting character. She was the first one that I did when I played this game. Plus, I also really like her color scheme that she has going for everything. So I like the character for very minor reasons, obviously. You come upon Damon sneering at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread while her eating serfs chow down obediently at a neighboring table. I still don't get why you collect all these stupid forks and spoons and shit.
What a noob.
I mean, even the knives don't really look that deadly. Silly boy, the silverware is not for killing. Things can be for stuff other than killing? That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your serfs do it for you. Well, of course they do. But they're not using any of your silverware. Naturally they aren't. Serfs must eat with their hands, as benefit the lower class. So you're saying this silverware collection has no practical purpose? Things have practical purposes. These two could go round and round like this forever, unless you say something to resolve the dispute. Damien's right, Miri. Maybe it is time you started murdering people with your silverware. Lay off Miranda, Damien. What about your collection of exotic corpses? That's different. Those corpses are useful. Useful for what? For holding down important documents. What important documents? Documents about very important... Ugh, fine. I guess I don't use the stupid corpses for anything. I just stack them in a shed and occasionally dress them up in silly costumes. There, are you happy? Extremely. Whatever, I'm gonna go play with my corpses. You stay behind with Miranda to admire her collection. She even teaches you how to use the romance fork. Smooth.
Alright.
Alright. My creativity took a dip. I need some more of that. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses, to be correct. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. Seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you get +2 creativity. Miranda's sitting on her throne. She had her servants bring it here, of course. She looks quite worried. You ask what's up. Do you think this play is fabulous? Because it decidedly is not. On my father's charts of royal fabulousness, it would rank just below the village pig humping festival. It must be more fabulous. 'Tis my duty as princess to make it so, but the sheer barbarity has paralyzed my mind. What to do? Alter the script so it's about your kingdom. Might be vulgar, but it will inspire and educate the peasants. Take the leading role. Nothing could make it more fabulous than your royal presence. Oh, I couldn't possibly. But it's so nice of you. You know what? Just for you, I'll do it. So what if I can't memorize lines or play a role? I'll just call Daddy. He'll teach the director what to do. You hope teach the director what to do doesn't mean torture the director to death. It probably does, though. You get him +2 smarts and +1 charm. Alrighty, let's see. We've got 5 more stat bumps and 2 more lunches. I'm a little worried about my fun. I'm also needing to get more about whatever's going on with the prom queen thing. I need to get more of that going. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons a demon from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You notice Vera and Miranda at the edge of the rave with their arms crossed. You dance over to try and find out what's up. I truly want to be excited about this uproarious event, but... I'll say what we're both thinking. This rave looks like a techno trash fire. I do not wish to be crude, but it's true. I want to hang out and have a good time, but I cannot relax in this chaotic environment. I've put some thought into this, and I think the problem is the lack of color coordination. It almost always is. That's why my father painted everyone in the kingdom aquamarine. But we have no legal authority at this rave. How will we ever coordinate their colors? That's where I'm stuck right now, frankly. If only there was some way. Filter everyone through this dangerous magic prism. Color-seeking German shepherds. Magic prism. You pull out the prism of color separation that you crafted in your AP attack fashion class. You toss it into the center of the dance, and as it lights up an extremely deadly disco ball. Look, it's sucking in students and spitting them out in lines according to the color of their outfits. Why are they screaming? Does that mean it's working? Yes, that's what it means. The prism destroys several students because it can't determine the primary color of their outfits, but that's what they get for not matching. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts. Yep, there's your lesson, everybody. Always wear matching outfits. Don't try and mix colors. Especially don't mix stripes and plaid.
All right.
Okay. Hey, Miranda. We gonna get more on your prom queen thing? You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down while Miranda stares horrified at her tray. What's wrong, Miranda?
Yuck!
Isn't it obvious? Right here on my tray. Fish sticks. Yeah, Fish Sticks Fridays. Isn't it great? It's not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people. Air people? Yes, do you not know of the air people? The merfolk's most hated rivals. Don't you read the news? Yeah, sure. Because I totally know how to read. What? Well, I must insist that you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It is high treason. Aw, but I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since last Fish Stick Friday. Are you sure I can't eat any? He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth, but you feel you've got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out, haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sports. They contains beladrophenol and nerdoflavin. She's not gonna like that. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants. I feel like the first one's gonna make her upset because it's like demeaning to the fish. And I feel like this is the best option because then they're not fish to her. I didn't want Scott to like me. See, Miranda, there's nothing wrong with fish sticks at all. They're good for you. I suppose you're right. Perhaps this is not an air people plot like I suspected after all. Though I'm disappointed that so much plastic is being used in fish sticks rather than plastic drink rings to catch birds with. Don't forget about the snails. There's snails in it too. I would much rather forget about the snails, thank you. Does this mean you still don't want your fish sticks? Can I have them? Can I? Very well, you may partake. I'm not sure where my eating serfs have gone off to in any case. As you watch Scott chow down on his artificial fish sticks, you decide that both he and Miranda have weird relationships with food. Scott gives you a thumbs up while munching on those fish fingers. No, I didn't get plus with her. This isn't going good. I need to woo her better.
All right.
Let's go back to the play. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it. Also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggiest moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain +2 creativity. We're the devs. Dare you actually come up with an actual nickname for yourself and ask other players to call you by that name until the end of this run? I would, but I'm playing by myself, so... I don't know. People in chat, go ahead and just call me... I'm gonna go ahead and say the nickname I gave to have people call me in this run, the Balls Master, which sounds just as douchey as anything else I could come up with. As you wander around talking to yourself like a weirdo, you notice Miranda walking around talking to herself like a weirdo. She seems to be addressing an imaginary crowd.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Oh, hello. I was practicing my royal wave for when I am crowned prom queen. I feel there is a lot to be learned as I ascend the throne.
Da, 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 da.
Naturally, as princess, I am already great at wearing crowns, talking to cute animal friends, quelling rebellions through excessive force, and singing sweetly. But I lack administrative experience. I have never so much an issue a decreed. I wonder what my first should be. You don't have the heart to tell her that the role of prom queen doesn't come with sovereignty. Maybe you should give her some suggestions instead. Taxes. Taxes are fun. Paint every student pink. Ah, fuck. Yes, this nickname for the rest of the run is going to stick forever. Taxes are not fun. Ah, yes, paint, the great equalizer. How much more docile, more uniform, more color coordinated they would be. Of course, I suppose people do have other distinguishing features that paint wouldn't take care of. Some have fangs, for example, but that's an easy fix. We issue prosthetic fangs for everyone. Or even simpler, remove the fangs of anyone who has them. Yes, that's a good starting place. We shall go from there. Everyone will be so pretty. You may have painted the seeds of a rather unsavory political regime, but Miranda is excited about it, so yay? Sorry, fellow students. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. Okay.
All right.
Alright. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Is that the only sport we play here is dodgeball? Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiating for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain +10 righteousness. But this game is so wrong in so many ways, you'd be lucky if you could do anything with that. And +2 charm. You see Miranda hovering in the hallway, whistling to herself and checking out her reflection in her own scales. Why, hello there, Adric. How funny and random to see you here entirely by coincidence near your locker. Seeing as how we've been getting on so well lately, I've decided to afford you the honor and privilege of taking me to the seahorse races. You can pick me up after school today and bring me an assortment of flowers and chocolates as a gift. You're welcome. Oh man, chance to buy shit from Miranda and take her on an outing you have no interest in? Sounds amazing. Let's rock. You go to the horse races and look for Miranda. She's wearing a beautiful and intricate horse race hat. Unfortunately, a sudden gust blows the hat away. You could swear you could hear the whispering, "Not enough budget." But it surely must have been your imagination. No, my hat. Hey, Edric, I'm here. Hi, look at this. Daddy always gives me money when I go to the seahorse races. It isn't much, of course. Only +3 million money, but it should still make things fun to bet. Of course, nothing would sour this lovely date faster than picking a losing horse, so I'll put this daunting choice entirely on you. How should we choose the winning seahorse so that this day goes down in memory as a pleasurable experience, rather than a sign that we should never speak again? Yikes, no pressure then. But no worries, you know the perfect method for choosing winning race seahorses. The only way to tell a winning seahorse is by taste. Or why watch people ride seahorses when you could be riding me? No, literally, though. Get me a saddle and let's enter the race. Oh boy. Oh boy, I honestly don't know what to do here. This is... oh boy. Oh boy. The bottom one, I feel like the bottom one is going to risk not being like creative enough or anything. But the taste one, I'm just worried. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I mean, taste makes sense, but I don't know if that's going to go over well. Because that very easily could just like you kill the seahorses. We're gonna go with taste. Okay. By taste? Yes, of course. Daddy always says I have excellent taste in things, and I pay my servants to agree. Oh, well, depending on smarts, that's quite possible. Smarts or creativity, because creativity is what popped up, both of which I have pretty high, so... So why should I have anything less than great taste in tasting horses? Let's go. You and Miranda sneak down to the stables where the racehorses are kept and proceed to lick every single last one. Oh, most excellent. Romanian sapphire tastes a little like strawberries and cream and sunshine. Yuck. Grand Slam Pre 4000 tastes like dirt. Definitely not a winner. My goodness. Little Perfect Pixie Sunburst Jumbotron tastes like rotten fish. A true delicacy in my kingdom. This will be the winning seahorse, I'm certain of it. You and Miranda put all your combined 3,000,001 money down and hurry back to your seats. The race is beyond exciting, nearly too close to call. Bubbles everywhere, waves crashing, mere jockeying for position, until finally... Yes, Little Perfect Pixie Sunburst Jumbotron has won the race. Huzzah! Truly, Adric, you have spectacular taste in women, and seahorses as well, it would seem. I eagerly await further gifts with your winnings from today's event. I would describe this date as a creative, pleasant, and absolutely consider you a viable suitor. You may kiss my hand. Wow, for Miranda, that's like third base. Yes, you gain +2 money from that bet, and +1 charm from that hand kiss. Okay, lunchtime. Lunchtime.
All right.
Let's see. We got a bunch of money. Do I want to use it on anything, or do I just want to keep going Miranda? Because it doesn't seem I need to buy anything at this point, so... No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It's a melody of cold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supple bonvine treat, the song of the Ice Cream Wizard. He's here, I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on someone I don't like. My goodness, the Ice Cream Wizard only comes but once per solstice, during the hour of the Ascendant Pancake. You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with "This shit magic" painted on the side. Ugh, so many great options to choose. Should I get a magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate boomstick? What about fear of death? A frozen cobra? Berserker berry blitz? The wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try? If only someone would suggest a solution to which truly is the most difficult problem I have ever faced. Oh boy. Try those sugar-blasted prince lips. But of course, I always have to find a prince to kiss me out of being a frog. Why not cut out the middleman? Prince lips? Gross. How'd I get a pair of those attached to my face? What? Where? Here, where my mouth is. Wait, Damien, you're a prince? But you hide it so well. Gee, thanks. But Miranda's not paying attention. She's already traded the Ice Cream Wizard several gold ingots for a pair of sugar-blasted prince lips. Oh my, I can taste the enchantment already. Miranda finishes the prince lips in 3 graphic smooches. Afterwards, her lips are pretty cold, and she invites you to help warm them up. Oh, ew.
All right.
Let's see. I've gone everywhere except for class and the bathroom. Nah. Fuck it, we're going to the bathroom. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but gain +2 boldness. You open your locker and a cloud of gas knocks you out. You come to your senses, plummeting towards Earth, rapidly approaching terminal velocity. You fall into the school's backyard, in the hands of Miranda's biggest goons. Your classmates don't notice. It didn't work. None of them ever noticed your glorious fall. People are so used to spectacle at this school. The slow ascension is tiresome. I need a glorious act, a grand gesture to secure my throne. Can you think of something while I flay my salmon? No more talk. We bring war. I will build a monument to you, Your Highness. It will rival the sun and the atrocities of your your family committed. Oh, I feel like bringing war is not a good idea. To me. But I feel like to her, war is a good thing. But so is a monument to her ego. Because that's a good thing to her. Ego is good. My creativity and charm are both up fairly high. I'm gonna go for it. Yes! You single-handedly break all windows in the school and start renovating the merry-go-round. What an excellent choice of materials! Glass is made from sand. I never understood why this school has a merry-go-round. The glass is sharp, but you preserve and build a 50-foot-high statue of Miranda, shard by shard. You spin the playground toy. You don't know whether it's the gods blessing your creation or just blood loss. But, I don't know what happened. Oh gosh, it sparkles. You pass out from blood loss shortly after Miranda starts apologizing for swearing. You get the best medical care from Miranda's surgeons, and also +2 charm and +1 creativity. I have no idea what happened there because it just decided not to work for me. Yep, we're just gonna ask Miranda.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Of course I want to go to prom together. My Machiavellian fellow conspirator. I can't help but deeply value such a brilliant and scheming mind. It's smart to keep someone that can be so useful at palace intrigues close at hand. And we royalty are about as convenient and strategic as marriage. So why shouldn't I be smart and strategic about prom dates too? Also, you're like super cute. Thanks. It looks like I done good and she's succeeded and she's working with me. When prom night comes, you're ready to have the night of your lives. You practiced your Venice waltz and Miranda is deeply impressed. Even if the music is mostly electronic, you somehow Venice waltz the fuck out of it, and everyone gathers in a circle to admire your prowess. It's a magical evening. Also, you execute some more plots and assassinations together just in case, which is a fantastic bonding experience.
Bow to your queen.
You and Miranda are selected as prom royalty. And you know it's a bit cheesy to say this, but Miranda's beauty is heightened by the delicacy of her enemy's blood all over her body. It's truly been a magical evening. Like, not gonna lie, the little bit of red on that dress does actually look kinda cute. So, yay. Hey, I got a secret ending! So, Adric was most likely to make Pluto a planet again, and Miranda's quote, "This was a pleasant school, if only a bit over water-ish for my taste." But that got us a secret ending, which I didn't realize I was going for. I was just taking her to prom. I didn't mean for her to kill everybody, but, you know, oh well. And 17 new outcomes and 15 new events. And that's Monster Prom. Yeah, successfully managed to get her wooed. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. Oh yeah, this game, it's one of those that is really fun just to actually succeed in it and not just get turned down very harshly. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and that it was wonderful. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful as she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry, but in her free time she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called LS Dope. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone. Just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were still plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. And there we go. I really do love this game. It's the whole style of it, the design of everything. It really is fun. And like, I really am excited for the second one that should be coming out soon-ish and everything that they've got planned for that. Like, I don't know all the details, but they have so much to it. Oh, so that's the butter knife. And just definitely, once the second game comes out, I am for sure going to be streaming that some, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more of this game streamed, as well as some of the second semester streamed before then. Because I've not played any of the second semester stuff in the slightest. This game I've played a handful of runs now, and I want to get some more in before moving on to second term, and I definitely want to get more in before going to the second game totally. These Polaroids are all so cool. Oh yeah, both the song and the pictures are both really awesome. Like, there's obviously so much passion in this game, and you can tell they really, really enjoy it. Oh, the player character just flustered by Polly touching his head. Aww, built a snowman to warm the coldest days. That's adorable. Oh. Prepare to bring chaos and destruction to this realm. It's party time. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, playing this game with friends is by far a lot more fun, without a doubt. It's like playing it by yourself is an enjoyable experience, but just having other friends that you're competing against, essentially, it just adds a little bit of an interesting, different twist to the game. Ah, to warm the cold. I love that. It's so adorable. Yeah, you can't tell which player character I go with often. Oh, well, you just gotta keep trying. Making friends isn't easy, but you keep working on it. That's how you get friends made. Who did I get over here in the more art? Oh boy. Computer does not like all these images, apparently. Oh, concept designs for Liam, apparently. Much, much earlier. Oh, yeah, you can start to see the evolution to where it eventually gets closer to what we see in-game. Oh, and unlock some more fan art, too. That's so adorable! By Lulu. That is really adorable. Just a little wisp. Aww. So I have no idea what that was. Wait, who are you? Who are you? You weren't here before? Who are you? I guess I'm gonna find out who that is next time on my Prom. I also feel like this person wasn't here before either, because I've not seen them or them. That might be second term stuff. I might just have been blind and not have paid attention to the opening screen very well and just saw like this. Oz really is a cool character. He's definitely my favorite as well. He's the one I go with every time I play, obviously. But I think that is going to be where I call my stream here. Got the 1 run, hour worth of the stream. And got a successful date with Miranda where she killed a bunch of people when she became prom queen. So, that's a win. Alrighty, but thank you for stopping by, everyone. Not entirely sure when my next stream is going to end up being. Let's see. Take a look at the week out in advance. There's a high chance I'll probably be streaming some on Tuesday. If not, you'll end up seeing more streams from me on Saturday. So, that's when you can expect to see more from me. And until then,